for example, your channel Accelerate,
Yeah.
you're not focused about the Instagram or the TikTok or whatever. You just, that's YouTube.
Yep.
And for the Medellin stuff, just Instagram, nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the opportunities are difficult when you have lots of energy, and opportunities are difficult when you have too many opportunities, right? So saying no is a big thing. I mean, definitely there's so much. If I could tell somebody and I could be like, hey, I need like 2 to 4 humans that could just take me and multiply me, you know, of what I have. So YouTube, for example. So obviously I get all this attention. I could definitely, you know, improve like the shirts I sell for Accelerate. I can definitely reach out to all these different sponsors and say, hey, I can put your brand on something that I can promote for that month. I can have a pure salesperson that pushes out all my stuff for Accelerate. And then also for the car stuff, think about like all the extra things I can do with the cars. I get cars for a week, so I can have 3 cars that week. I can shoot for fashion brands from the vehicles I get with Mercedes-Benz or Porsche or BMW, whatever I get a car for a week, and I can pick any car I want from any of these brands in Canada. And I'm very respected, and I always get the cars first. I don't get cars second, third, 10th. I get them usually like first or second. There's obviously 3 other channels that are larger than me, but they're duos, right? So it's like 2 guys or a guy and a girl. But in Toronto specifically, there's only really 2 guys. There's 2 others. There's a set of 2, and then the guys that are just going to be signed up for Top Gear. So Throttle House, they're pretty much the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
So those 2 guys, and then Straight Pipes, which is like they're also big, and then me. So there's not really that many guys out there, and to break in the space is like breaking into views, and it's tough to get views on YouTube right now. So I feel like I started early enough. I'm killing it. So I don't really know what to go with that direction, except for keeping it simple, because only one mic. I can only film so much. But also be focused here in Medellin, which is Instagram, which is like growing a brand and growing, you know, agencies essentially, right? There's 7 great cities in this country where I have agencies placement at different spots. So to manage all that stuff, plus I get messages a million times from buddies like, hey, I'm coming down, let's meet for dinner. I can't do that, you know? I think this is sort of a side thing, ADHD again. A side thing where when you probably get messages being like, hey, you know, just come over dinner, I'll pay for dinner. I'm like, dude, I can't. I don't know you well enough. And dinner's not going to buy my time to sit there for 1.5 hours to talk to you.
Yeah.
It's not. You know, you get to a certain point where like, man, I only have this much time I can give up. And for me to do YouTube and to do Instagram and then, dude, you know, any other businesses I have, these are just 2 businesses that are like, that you guys see online. But I have so much back-end businesses, like real estate, one whole massive thing in Canada that I have. And of course, like the roofing thing and private lending and all these different things that I do, the restaurants. And I mean, it's just lots and lots of stuff. And then like an agency work. And, you know, like I just did this thing with Mazda USA to do a job with Mazda. And that's a car thing. That's totally different. I mean, there's so many things that I'm part of, but there's only so much mic to give up, you know? So, yeah. But anyways, so there's lots of money on social media, and you got to put yourself out there. If you've got nothing in your life, put yourself on social media, something will walk through the door for you. That's my go-to.